Welcome to Baz Travels. After driving 14,826 kilometers through 24 states and Washington, D.C., I've seen rocket launches to the Grand Canyon and Hoover Dam. I've explored Route 66, ghost towns, deserts, snow, and beaches on both coasts. From Vegas casinos to Alcatraz, the White House to Hollywood. Join me for a journey of the ordinary and the extraordinary.
Loading destination. Simulation starting in 3, 2, 1. To look around, move your phone or tablet. Click and drag if on a computer or move your head if using a VR headset. Please like and subscribe.
Beneath this building sits a tunnel most visitors never get to see, and that alone makes it compelling. The entrance is sealed, and the path disappears in the shadow. It does not end in mystery. It leads towards something very real. That corridor connects towards the Buchanan County Law Enforcement Center, which stands active today. What once linked institutional buildings now borders a working jail. The fact that it's still connected changes the feeling completely. In the late 19th century, tunnels like this were practical. They allowed movement between buildings without exposure to weather or public view. Supplies, staff, and sometimes patients moved below ground. Infrastructure was built for efficiency, not drama. Yet walking near that blocked entrance now, the imagination fills in the silence. The Buchanan County Jail operated in earlier forms long before the current law enforcement center replaced it. Institutional complexes often grew side by side. A state asylum and a county jail existed within the same civic ecosystem. Both dealt with confinement, oversight, and authority. The tunnel becomes a physical reminder of that shared history. Today, the Buchanan County Law Enforcement Center remains fully operational. Security protocols are strict, and access to connecting passages is restricted. That is why tours do not enter the tunnel freely. The blocked entrance is not theatrical, it is procedural. Still, knowing it leads towards an active correctional facility adds weight. The presence of that tunnel reframes how you view the museum above. The Glore Psychiatric Museum stands on the former grounds of State Lunatic Asylum No. 2. Just beneath it, a passage runs towards a modern jail. The past and present of institutional control sits only yards apart. Underground corridors like this once carried heat lines, utilities, and service routes. They were part of a larger network designed for containment and control. When both hospitals and jails were expanding in the late 19th century, efficiency mattered. Shared infrastructure was common in civic planning. Standing above that sealed doorway, you're aware of the layers. Above ground, exhibits interpret mental health history. Below ground, a passage still connects towards an active incarceration. The contrast feels sharp and immediate. One space preserves memory, and the other enforces law. The Buchanan County Law Enforcement Center represents contemporary corrections, complete with modern security and controlled access. The Glore Psychiatric Museum represents a closed chapter of institutional psychiatry. The tunnel sits between them, a narrow artery of brick and concrete. It is not open, and that limitation is part of its power. You cannot walk its length, but you know exactly where it leads. That knowledge adds tension without exaggeration. It turns a simple block doorway into a bridge between centuries of confinement.
Simulation terminated. Please comment, like and subscribe.